Shalom, 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 shalom. Kahalayim la Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Hakodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of great millstone. Shalom, salutation, teaching, said Actions calls for 4 winds. Gesammen God from the DC camp, coming at you through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Hakodash, feed the elect. We going into prophecy right now, man. The spirit is hot. The Most High is moving out here through his son Yahushua. This is the news straight out of RT Russian Today. It says the U.S., the United States, suspends F-35 fighter jets deliveries to Turkey over Russian's S-400s purchase, Pentagon. This is great news. It says photo of Lockheed Martin F-35 aircraft is seen at the ILA Air Show in Berlin. The United States has stopped shipping equipment related to the F-35 fighter jet to Turkey. Washington's move comes after Ankara, Turkey, insisted on purchasing the Russian's S-400 missile defense system. Turkey has only received 1 unit of the 5th generation fighter jet thus far, but all current and future shipment of equipment related to the aircraft have been halted, Pentagon said, unless Ankara gives up its commitment to take delivery of a Russian's S-400 missile defense system. Well, that's basically the main news. You can read some more in the article, but again, it goes into prophecy. You know, it's been prophesied in the scriptures by the prophets that although Turkey is a part of NATO on paper, Turkey will defect and join the true alliance, biblical alliance in the Third World War, which is Russia, China, and Iran. And you're starting to see a lot of these signs, such as this, okay? So, because it's just a matter of time before Turkey is no longer a part of NATO, okay? So this is Ezekiel chapter 38 that goes into the Third World War. Right, it says, and the word of, I'm going to start at 1, and the word of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim came unto me, saying, Son of man, the prophets, set thy face against Gog in the land of Magog. Well, that's Gog and Magog. It's talking about ancient Russia. And I got the map right here. You can see right there. As you see right there, up there is Gog and Magog. All right, that's the location today. Today will be called Russia, in the outskirts of Russia. Okay, so now let's go back to the prophecy of Ezekiel, right? It says of Ezekiel 38:2, son of man, set thy face against Gog in the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him. And say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth. Right, because the Lord is, listen, we always say, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is not with Russia to help Russia. The Lord is against Russia, but will use Russia. Why? Because Russia just wants to be in peace. But the Lord has said, no. Because you Russians are Edomites as well. So I'm not going to let you be in peace. I'm going to bring you to this war because you got a big role to play. You know what I'm saying? So it says Ezekiel 38:4, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth. And forth meaning the front. That's the thing with forth. Forth meaning the front, meaning I'm gonna put you back I'm gonna put you in the front lines in this Third World War. And all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, and all of them handling swords. It talks about armies, boots on the ground, missiles, tomahawk missiles, and eventually thermonuclear missiles. Now let's get into the alliance. Verse 5, Persia, Iran, Afghanistan, India, Pakistan, right? Ethiopia is talking about Central Africa, and Libya is talking about Northern Africa. With them, all of them with shield and helmet. Now this is the main point. Verse 6, Gomer and all of his bands, the house of Togarmah and the north quarters and all of his bands and many people with thee. Gomer, that's the main part, because when you go to the ancient map, you see the location of Gomer. The location of Gomer is what you would call, in ancient time, was called Asia Minor. Today is called Turkey, okay? Also known as Istanbul, Turkey. So that's what it is. So Gomer is going to side with Gog and Magog according to the prophecy in the book of Ezekiel. So that's why you see news such as this, where United States of America, Babylon the Great, the virgin daughter of Babylon, is bucking against, really Turkey is bucking against America. Why? Because although NATO, they're part of NATO on paper, according to prophecy, they're going to defect and join Russia, China, and Iran. And these are just some of the signs of the prophecy as we inch closer and closer to the Star Wars war. All right. And I'm going to finish with the scripture. This is Obadiah chapter 1 and 7. All the men, this is speaking to Esau. How do you know? Let's start at 6. How are the things of Esau, the so-called white man, searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? Right? His secret counsels. All of the men of that confederacy, confederacy means with league, all of the men of that confederacy have brought thee even to the border, meaning pushed thee to the sides. The men that were at peace with thee, Turkey, have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat that bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. Okay, so that's why these nations are moving the way they're moving, and more nations are going to defect and side with Russia, China, and Iran, and even America's closest allies are going to turn around, and the beast, NATO, going to turn around and shoot missiles on this whore. The whore being the United States of America, Babylon, virgin daughter of Babylon, spoken up in the book of Revelation. So that's why I want to bring forth, that's just news as we count down. We go into the countdown to World War III. Kyle Halayim La Yahweh Bashim Al Shad, the bonus to our apostles, the elders, a great millstone. Shalom to you, sincere Akim, scores 4 wins. Shalom.